My name is Jim Sellers. I'm a plaintiff's trial attorney who practices in Oregon, Washington, and I'm going to try and answer some questions for you that I have clients ask me about. I'm a trial attorney representing injured people in Washington and Oregon. I'd like to talk to you briefly about what's called the statute of limitations so that you have some appreciation for it in the event that you have a claim. The statute of limitations is a statute. It's a statutory time period, actually, during which you must either settle a claim that you have or file a lawsuit. And if you fail to do either one of those two things within the period of limitations, your recovery on your claim is barred. In the state of Washington, generally, the statute of limitations is 3 years. So if you're injured, you have 3 years to either settle a claim or bring a lawsuit, or it's barred. There is an exception to that. It's called the discovery rule. And if you did not discover that the injury that you had for one reason or another, or the cause of it, you learned of it only after the passage of time, the 3-year period does not begin to run until you learn of it. And if that becomes an issue, an attorney needs to look at the facts of your case and try and give you some guidance as to when the 3-year period actually begins to run and when it expires. In the state of Oregon, the general statute of limitations is 2 years. However, Oregon's kind of a landmine when it comes to statutes of limitation because it can be less than 2 years. As, for instance, if you're a tenant and or a guest of a tenant, I should say, and you're injured on the premises rented by a landlord, and it's a defective, hazardous condition of which they should have protected you against or warned you about, that statute of limitations is only 1 year. The other thing that you have to be careful about in Oregon is if you're hurt by an employer or representative of the government, you often have to file a notice of claim before filing suit. And the notice of claim periods are quite a bit shorter than the statute of limitations. So typically, if you have a claim against the government for injuries, you have to file a notice of claim within 6 months after you've had the injury, or your claim will be thereafter barred. So in the state of Oregon, if you have a claim, you need to consult with an attorney to find out when the statute of limitations runs, because it's going to vary. So although the 2-year period is the one we're generally dealing with, that's not true in every case, and the only way to know whether it's true or not in a given case is to check it out. So I hope that information is of some use to you, and I'll look forward to talking to you if you need my help. Thank you.